Hi there, I'm Jake, and did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Great food, no atmosphere. That was drumsound.net, which is a great website for any time someone, specifically me, makes a terrible joke. No offense, pun.me, that's where I got this joke from. Anyway, those are both dongs, things that you can do online now, guys. How well do you know popular logos? You see them all the time in commercials, billboards, and magazines, but what happens when you try to draw them from memory? On neil.fun, you can test it out. Let's try McDonald's. Draw in on the left, and then when you finish, reveal the real logo on the right. Okay, that one wasn't too hard. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's clear that I had the correct one in mind. Let's try a harder one like Starbucks. Like, I know there's like a lady in it, and she's maybe like a fish lady, and she has like a trident or something, and maybe horns. I don't really know. Okay, well, I got it terribly wrong, which is kind of weird because there's Starbucks on pretty much every street corner, so why didn't I know it? Well, signs.com/branded-in-memory might give us some answers. This site shows off the results of a study in which 156 Americans were given 80 hours to draw 10 famous logos from memory. And as it turns out, not a very high percentage of them could get those close to what the real thing is. It was discovered that 80% selected the correct color palette, but when it came to the shapes, they had more trouble. One possible explanation to these imperfect recreations is that the participants may have conflated each of the changing logos over time, and just as logos change over time, so do populations. So let's check out Human Terrain, a website where you can view the population in 1990 versus 2015, or both at the same time around the world. Let's look at Peru. Here's the population in 2015, and here you can compare it with 1990 or 1975. There's a lot of reasons why a population can fluctuate, such as civil war, mass migration, invasion, or simply better sanitary conditions leading to more children surviving childbirth. The show change feature is really the only sure way to see if there was an increase or decrease in population. A decrease in population will show up in red, while an increase will show up in green. You know what else is green? Money! This is me showering people with money. Anyway, on notable women with Google, we can look at money, but that's not all, because that would be boring. The idea of this project came from Rosie Rios, who wanted to put historic women on United States currency. She was invited by Google to speak about it and come up with an augmented reality project. Now, if you're on a laptop, you can't do the augmented reality part, but you can still scroll through the 100 historic women and read their bios. It ranges in alphabetical order from Abigail Adams to Zora Neale Hurston. The accomplishments on this page are wide-ranging in categories from advocacy to science. Oh look, Ma Rainey was a singer known as the mother of blues. You know, talking about the blues has got me into a musical mood, so let's head over to Sound Canvas. On this groovy and artsy dong, you can draw a picture with your mouse or use your body with a webcam. As you draw, it will create music. Let's see what I would sound like as a picture. Let me just draw my head and now my eyes. There we go, and now my ear. Okay, my other ear, a little scruff right there. Ooh, maybe accentuate the cheekbones. Oh, that looks good. Oh, look at that. Beautiful and totally accurate. Also over here, it tells you your position on the computer screen. Try to get it to 50-50. I think you can. But more importantly, I plink you can. I'll finish this episode with Plink, a multiplayer music game. You just click and hold and move it around to add to this glorious symphony, and you can even change the color over here, which changes the sound. Wow, so fun. Plink is similar to another game we featured on Dong, but this is kind of like a new, updated version, and it's really cool. Maybe you'll find us in there just donging about. I don't really know. Music to my ears. You know what else is good for your ears? This last dong, and it's a long dong. Kevin from Vsauce 2 just made a new podcast called The Create Unknown, and it's very nice. It's an inside look, really, into the lives and the creativity of some of your favorite YouTube creators. There's 3 episodes out right now, one with Destin from Smarter Every Day, a lovely man. The other with Grande and Dolan Dark. It's very, very interesting. And then another one that's not as interesting with me, Jake Roper. So if you want, you can check it out. Link down at the description. Go give Kevin some love. He's a very nice young man. He's like a little baby, like a little cherub, you know? You gotta just give him a lot of attention or else he gets angry. And when he gets angry, you know what happens, Hannah?
He gets mad.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I was hoping for something a little bit. Yeah, he gets mad. I was like, he turns into a granola bar.
I should have known that.
You should have known that, because that's...
Cherubs work?
Yeah.
Yeah, cherubs turn into granola bars. It's cherable. Links to all the dongs are down there, as well as the podcast. Link here to dong playlist. And, as always, thanks.